This is Namibia, the most remote country in all of Africa. But in Namibia, there is more than just barren plains, humble huts, and big animals. Both good and bad.
And now we're stuck.
Yeah, there's literally nobody. Like no one even on the road.
After hearing about Namibia from some locals in Cape Town, Allie and I decided to travel north, rent a car, and spend 10 days traveling through this surreal country. What we discovered genuinely shocked us and might surprise you too. So join us on this wild adventure and welcome to country number 34, Namibia. We've just landed here in the capital city of Windhoek. I think it's how it's pronounced. We're calling it Windhoek.
Yeah.
But that's not even close to how it is. So
we mispronounce everything.
Yeah, I mean, so we'll learn as we go, but just came here after a 2.5-hour flight from Cape Town. I have to say, I'm a little bit tired getting through customs and everything. Just got our SIM card and our rental car because we have a 12-day adventure ahead of us, like a lot.
So excited. It's a very unique trip for us. It's our first time in Africa, and we spent a few days in Cape Town, but we didn't really vlog there yet. This is going to be fully immersive adventure. So.
Exactly, like our first sort of, let's say, African experience, especially just us basically driving all around this country, going to hopefully some really incredible places and some really incredible experience as well, which we're really excited for. But right now we're just going to grab our car, learn how to drive on the correct side of the road, get to our hotel, chill for a little bit, and then tomorrow we got a lot of driving for our first exciting destination, so let's get to it.
You're going to witness this firsthand. Let's go.
Oh gosh. So weird. And where's the drive thing? That's so weird. All right, here we go. All right, that's enough driving for me.
You're doing great.
Oh, yep, I already did.
Turn here. So.
Gosh, dang, it's weird. Harold's been like immensely already learning a lot. Taking a lot in. It's very interesting.
I told him now that he needs to start eating the Namibian food because Namibian food is way better than the people you will find here in Namibia.
Wow. So well, that's Namibian a big. Food? Yeah. What is your favorite Namibian food?
I'm a meat guy, you can see. I'm a meat guy.
I like meat too.
So kapana is the best traditional meat cuts you will find here in Namibia.
Hangover meat.
No, hangover meat. That's what it is.
It's a hangover meal, like when you're papalas, you go there.
Oh yeah, hangover. Like if you had a rough night, kapana is the way to go.
Kapana. Okay. This is what $130 gets you a night in Namibia. So we just got to the room. Check out all the beautiful artwork. A little hint to our first stop. Super excited for that.
Look at that bathroom.
Yeah, but look at this bathroom. Look. First of all, beautiful. Everyone greeting us was super nice. I feel so underdressed, so I'm not going to show myself. Look at that shower. Just beautiful decor. Yeah. Clean.
And
people.
Spacious. Look at it.
Yeah, people have been super nice. Here's the bed. There's the balcony. And I are now here at the hotel restaurant, and as you can see, a beautiful complex. Everyone's been super nice. Amazing first impressions of Namibia so far. So excited for the rest of our trip, oh my gosh. And the food smells incredible. Just came here, so we asked for some traditional Namibian food, but they didn't have it. So we just like, all right, just give us like whatever else you have. So what I have here is some ribeye. As you can see, beautiful with some garlic herb butter, some salad. Allie has some chicken liver over here, as well as her own salad. And while this might not be traditional Namibian food, apparently because of all the wildlife and the meat here in the area, that beef and other meats are very, very kind of critical part of Namibian cuisine, which really excites this guy here. So yeah, we're gonna dig in, get some food, get some rest, and hit the road.
Cheers!
Cheers, baby.
Good. Day number 2 of our Namibia adventure, and we're now leaving Windhoek. That's correction on the pronunciation. W, they pronounce it as V, so Windhoek. And we're on our way to Lüderitz, and this is going to be the longest stretch of our road trip.
Yes.
It's 700 kilometers, and on the road...
Look, monkeys, Lee. Check it
Oh
out.
my gosh, look!
Look, we're baboons.
Oh, look at that
Look.
one on the side. Oh my gosh.
We already saw wildlife.
I know. Our first wildlife, monkeys. Check.
Wow. Okay, that was awesome.
Yeah, that was cool. We're gonna try to get as much footage as we can. So excited. But just to explain, right now we're on paved road, but on dirt road,
Yeah.
we're only allowed to go a max of 70 kilometers per hour.
Yeah, because if you remember from our safety video yesterday,
Yeah.
there are 50 times more fatalities from speeding here in Namibia than in Europe, like
Yes.
per capita. So like people think, oh, like, am I gonna die of like malaria? Am I gonna die from a lion attacking me?
Yeah.
It's actually gonna likely come from a traffic accident.
Yeah.
So here, this is actually super fast. I'm going 120 kilometers an hour, which on these roads feels like super fast. But yeah, we gotta go 70 once we hit the dirt road. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping it just paved for as long as we can. But
Yeah, so we thought it was gonna be a total of like 7.5 hours, but it may be closer to 10. So we don't want to drive in the dark. Wish us luck.
Yeah, so we just got up, got some amazing breakfast at our
Yes.
hotel.
Oh yeah, it was.
and-
Oh, and yeah, first impressions. Oh my gosh, everyone is so nice. Namibia, like, is surpassing our expectations already
Yeah.
in so many different points.
People are, super nice. And one thing I've noticed, this was similar to in Cape Town a bit, people keep things like clean, organized.
Yes.
Because unfortunately, I think a lot of the stereotypes that Africa gets, and I don't know about other parts of Africa, I'm excited to explore those.
Yeah.
But it's like, like mud huts, desert, war, malaria, all of that. I'm sure there's some truth in certain areas or whatever, but that is not the case at all here.
Yeah, or
Like,
Cape Town.
I've seen multiple super nice houses, like suburban areas.
And the nature, oh my gosh, like
Beautiful
even
nature,
just here.
great roads.
Yeah, we just drove pretty much from the airport to the hotel, and it's already been like beautiful hills.
It reminds me kind of like Utah or parts of Mexico.
Or California, like just because of the
California, yeah.
desert. Yeah.
Super. Oh
So-
man, honestly, I'm so excited, man.
So
Hope
excited.
you guys are excited as well. Already seeing so much wildlife here. So beautiful. Oh my goodness.
Good morning and welcome to day number 3 of our adventure through the country of Namibia. After a 10-hour drive with stops, we've journeyed from the capital city of Windhoek now here to the very interesting old German town of Lüderitz, Namibia, not to be confused with the city of Lüderitz, Germany.
I don't think anyone's gonna be confused.
Yeah, not by this probably, right? Not exactly Germany, but it's honestly so weird.
This town was actually booming in the beginning of the 1900s due to the discovery of diamonds. So a bunch of people flocked. There was a lot of wealth here, but it did not last long.
And like 12% of diamonds
in the
whole
whole
world like came from this area.
Yes.
Everyone's asking me if I'm German
Yeah.
or us, and because there's still many German tourists that come here.
Yes.
So anyway, a very interesting corner of the world. We're going to be exploring the kind of German imprint here on the area. That's not the only thing to see in Lüderitz, so let's go.
Good morning.
Good. Oh, good. right? So as you can see, we're on a catamaran tour within a wonderful group.
Yes.
Got some hot chocolate and viewing literal penguins and flamingos in front of us.
And seals.
And seals, and I think one dolphin. And our guide is amazing, kind of teaching us. I'll download some of the information, but all the diamond mining, which mostly happens in the sea now, a lot of the hydrogen and industry that's going to be happening, really growing here in Lüderitz.
There's going to be a lot of growth in Namibia for sure.
Yeah, this tour is just kind of like a wildlife tour. Really cool, beautiful, some of the most beautiful shots I've seen.
They stop here for plenty of time, which we've taken a lot of tours that it's like so quick and you can barely take any photos, but you stay here, you get your hot chocolate.
Again, just kind of going with Namibians are great people and a great group. So yeah, so far so great, and there's even more to see, so.
Let's go.
Two immediate things that we've recognized here about Lüderitz. So first is if you're renting a car and parking it here, there's a good chance there's going to be somebody that's going to protect your car, which is, for Westerners, you're probably not used to at all, but in Brazil...
For us, we're used to it.
Exactly. So we had a guy protecting our car while we were on the tour, sort of like unknown to us, and we come back, he's like, oh, I was watching your car. I was like, okay, I know the drill. So I give him like, what, 20 Namibian dollars?
Well, we asked the tour guide how much we should pay.
Yeah. Hey, Namibia. Lüderitz.
You take a picture after cutting.
It's not, yeah.
We asked the guide how much we should pay because we don't know. So he said 20 Namibian dollars, which I know it's not much, but that's what he said.
So we're like, how much should we pay? So okay, we make sure we have 20. We give it to the guy, and he's like, oh sir, this is not nearly enough. Everyone pays 100. And I'm like, yeah, I don't have any more money, man. We're not playing games. We're like, honestly, I didn't even have to pay anything, but I'm like, because I still, you could damage the car. We want to as well. So just keep that in mind if you're renting a car. That's like the number one.
Yeah, and I would say so far that's the only negative experience.
And and specifically here in Lüderitz, what we're already noticing, just starting to walk through the city, so many old German buildings. It's crazy.
And not just the buildings, like the name of the streets.
Yes.
I don't know, like there's a lot, like there's a heavy German influence. Yeah.
Really beautiful, really interesting. And just a 15-minute drive outside of Lüderitz, we arrive here at Kolmanskop.
The ghost town.
The German abandoned ghost town.
So this was the wealthy area when I mentioned before that, after they discovered diamonds, there was a lot of growth in the area, and this is where the rich used to live. There was very interesting buildings here. They had a casino, theater.
The first X-ray machine in the southern hemisphere was here in Kolmanskop.
Yeah, but then they were kind of evicted by the dunes. Like the dunes started taking over and they had to leave. So we're super excited to look. It's a little bit like eerie. Is it eerie?
Yeah, like an apocalypse type feel. As you can see, we have our sunglasses, we got our bandanas and everything.
Yes.
But yeah, it looks super interesting. And what's cool is it was really popular from 1910 to 1950. So a 30 to 40 year time frame of when Germans were here partying, mansions, all of that, and then just goes to ruin.
Yeah.
It's unlike anything else I've ever seen.
To see. And also to get in, you need to purchase a ticket. You could either do that in the town of Lüderitz at the Desert Deli.
The desert, it's a restaurant is where you buy the ticket to get in.
And during the morning, there are guided tours. Yeah. And the ticket, I think it's cheaper. But we got the special permit that you can go and be here all day long up until sunset. Yeah. And that is 330 Namibian dollars per person.
I'm really hoping we can get a cool sunset. It's been amazing so far today. Hope you're enjoying it. Now let's go.
just stumbled upon a German carnival, like the yearly festival.
Yeah, apparently, so yeah, totally random, is so cool. But apparently in Namibia, every year there's this sort of festival where each major city in Namibia has its own kind of colors and hat.
That's something about
Luca, I think, yeah, Luca festival. But yeah, you can kind of see we have like the cheerleaders there in front.
The parade's about to come.
Well, the parades, I think, they're supposed to be coming.
Yay!
Lots of beer.
For us! Oh my gosh, thank you! Festival, you have to!
Wow.
Thank you!
Oh, okay, that was, guys, that was not scripted. How nice! How nice, yeah. So they literally just gave us some beer. So all of Namibia celebrates this event every year, but each location has a different.
Correct. It's like in Germany.
And now people in the trucks are throwing candy, so you see all of the kids around.
We literally just arrived here in the Sossusvlei area. As you can see, we're here to see some of the beautiful nature that Namibia has to offer. Already getting a little bit of a taste here at our lodge called Little Sossus.
Yeah.
Literally like right in front of this crazy landscape. And apparently, the guy who checked us in said that the onyx, which is basically like this African deer, will actually come up to this area, like within touching distance, or actually like scratch their neck across right in front of like the window. So if we catch it, definitely gonna share it with you. And yeah, we'll go ahead and
I hope they come.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
But yeah, so this place already, love it. The views are amazing. They're like 360-degree mountains that you can see all around.
All over.
We just watched a beautiful sunset, and now we'll rest up for a big day tomorrow.
All right, guys, check this out. They're starting to go a little bit further away, but look. Oryx and zebras, look. Oh my gosh. They were even closer earlier, but they just like, oh my gosh, they're like freaking out. So I think we scared them a little bit, but look at that. Look, yeah, there's a baby. Can't really see him over there. Wow, unbelievable.
Welcome to Deadvlei. This is the most visited place in all of Namibia.
Even though it doesn't look like it.
Yes, it is so empty right now, which we love it. It's like we have the place
but honestly,
to ourselves.
at max, how many people have been here? Like 40?
20, yeah, 30.
At once, 30, something like that at most. But
yeah,
it's awesome.
So to get here to the park from our lodge specifically, we had to drive a little bit, like about 40 minutes. Then you get to the gate. And by the way, the gate opens at sunrise.
Yeah, so it's funny, right at our lodge, everyone was asking the receptionist, like, hey, so can we see sunset? And she said the same thing. Gate opens at sunset, gate opens at sunset.
No,
so
gate opens at sunrise, gate closes at sunset.
I get it, sunrise. So you can't watch the sunrise or the sunset because the gate opens and closes at that time. So just kind of keep that in mind when coming.
Yes.
But it doesn't really, I mean, this is amazing.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
So you get to the gate. Right after the gate, you need to buy a permit, which was 360 Namibian dollars
per
car. Group. Yeah, per car.
Yeah.
Then you drive a little bit further, and then there's a parking lot. If you want to get to Deadvlei, there's a parking lot with shuttles.
Yeah.
So you can choose to either get the shuttle that costs 180 Namibian dollars per person, or you can try to drive your own car if you have a 4x4.
We already saw a couple people get stuck trying to drive themselves. You have to lower your tire pressure. It needs to be a 4x4. Like obviously it's not gonna be a sedan, obviously.
Yeah.
But it needs to be a 4x4 with lower tire pressure. But even then, because you're driving on a lot of sand, your tires can get stuck.
Yeah.
but there's a lot of people to help you out if you do. We chose to do the shuttle,
Yes.
and I'm glad that we did,
Yeah.
although it took forever to
Yes.
show up.
And now we're here, and oh my gosh, the history of this place is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
These trees that you see right now, they're about 1,000 years old. The story is
Yeah.
that they were actually fed by the river, but then the dunes took over. Look, and now they're like, they have no water, they're completely dried, and because the sun is so strong, there's like no moisture in them, so
Yeah.
they won't even decompose.
Yeah, that's like being in Mars.
Yeah, it is.
Or
A
it's
different
another
planet.
world, yeah, for sure. It's like another planet, which has kind of been the overall vibe here in Namibia, but it's so cool. It's awesome, man. We're loving our time in Namibia so far, and hope you are as well. So obviously we're gonna kind of explore here in Deadvlei for a little bit, and then actually hike to one of the tallest, I'm gonna try to see it over here. One of the tallest dunes in the entire park in Sossusvlei, which is called not Big Father Dune, but Big Daddy Dune.
It is 325 meters tall.
Yeah.
So we'll see
Yeah, we're
how
gonna-
far up we get.
If we die on camera, you saw it here first.
All right, guys, here we go.
Okay, after about an hour of climbing, definitely worth it.
Yes, the views are amazing.
Yeah, you just, all the different kind of like reddish colors all around you, like 360. You can kind of see down here behind, you see Deadvlei, like this, what would you call, like just a white bathtub.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the middle of the desert. But yeah, make sure you bring lots of water, for
Yes.
sure. Which you probably
Our
already
mouths
assumed.
are so dry
We had
right
like
now.
2 big water bottles and we ran through them like that.
Yeah.
So bring like 5 water bottles
Yeah,
per
and
person.
I would
That's
highly recommend hiking with boots.
good. Yes.
Because if you're wearing sneakers, they're gonna get filled with sand
And destroyed.
so quickly
Yeah.
and destroyed.
We saw a couple people with sneakers, they were filled. So like, even with us, like the boots.
Yeah.
But it's been beautiful, man. Been
Yes.
amazing. But it looks like we're the only 2 out of 4 people left.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of worried that we're not going to be able to get a shuttle back because well, up here we can't see anybody else except for 2 others. So it's like,
Yeah. We
I don't
hope
know.
we're not gonna get stranded because
Lord.
we were told that once the sun sets, they close the gates
and you're
you
done.
can't leave.
You can't leave. So you have to like stay the night here. So yeah, hopefully we can get back, but we're going to kind of rush as fast as we can back down, which I think will be a little bit faster than coming up. So let's go down. Oh my gosh, look at that. Is this for the parking?
Yeah.
We didn't know if there was any more. It's not like nobody else is there.
No
Thank
problem.
you.
We are here for you guys. No
Yeah.
problem. Oh, thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, wait.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Where are you staying?
We just got inside the truck
oh yeah,
and
this
we found someone that we met in Kolmanskop in Lüderitz.
Yeah,
Yay.
we didn't get him on Zach.
No, Jonathan. Jonathan.
Not even close. Jonathan.
And yours?
Pascal.
Pascal.
Jonathan. Yeah.
Our German friend.
That we said, remember someone translated for us that it was the bookkeeper's
Bookkeeper,
house?
yeah.
It was him.
Yeah.
It was Jonathan. You can tell it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Like this thing is swerving
Bumpy.
everywhere, but he's making sure we get back fast and we have no problem with that.
Yeah.
So on to the next one. We finally paid the office manager, whose name is Uncle P,
Yeah.
and our 2 German friends were paying, and we just mentioned, hey, we're really thirsty, you guys have any extra water, we'll pay.
We'll buy,
The
yeah.
guy's like, no problem, gave us like this whole thermos of cold water to drink, and the Germans gave us
all this like 2.5 liters of water.
So we're good.
Oh my
And
gosh.
it feels so good.
It feels so
Oh
good.
my
Seriously,
gosh.
we're so blessed.
Yeah, very thankful to them.
Yes.
So lucky. Make sure you bring water here, for
Yes.
sure. The guy was just telling us not long ago, a Chinese woman collapsed and was paralyzed because she didn't bring enough water on the dunes. So he had to run into the dunes, like grab her. So
Yeah.
we weren't at that stage, I don't think, but yeah, you always want to be careful. So
Yes.
thank you, Lord. Thank you, Germans and Uncle P.
Not only they had an amazing dinner tonight, but they're also having an amazing performance.
All right, so we just woke up, day six? Woke up and noticed that the tire was very low.
Yeah.
Honestly, probably would have driven off without even realizing it, but one of the staff was gracious enough to show us, and they were awesome enough to actually have a tire pump. So the plan is we're just gonna kind of fill this up as much as we can. This isn't accurate though, so we don't really know. And then drive to the nearest sort of like tire shop, get it checked out, because we do have an extra spare tire, but we always wanna have an extra. So like, either we could get this fixed up or get it in a decent condition, replace, and just have that kind of extra, either perfect tire or like semi-fixable tire at all times. So yeah, really thankful for the water yesterday, the gas yesterday, and then the tire today. So yeah, God is providing.
On to the next road trip.
Yeah, on to the next one. All right, and on our way to Walvis Bay, we literally passed through the Tropic of Capricorn, as you can see by this giant sign. So literally, kind of right this direction, where there's a car coming, with a lot of dust coming in.
Yeah.
This is the Tropic of Capricorn, and what's really cool is a lot of travelers actually write their mark or their name on the sign, and we're gonna follow the tradition. So Allie?
Yes, we usually don't deface national things.
No, not on Tuesdays, but.
No, but today we're gonna do it, and okay.
Yeah, so here we go. Where are you gonna write it, Lean?
Maybe here on the green.
Oh, nice. So we're going on the green.
All right, so I'll write Hobart's Abroad, and if you ever come here and you take a photo by this sign, make sure to tag us. Say that you've seen our mark and leave your mark as well. And yeah, tag us Hobart's Abroad on Instagram, YouTube, make your own vlog. And now on to Swakopmund.
Our adventure today takes us to the German town of Swakopmund, and specifically we're here in Walvis Bay, getting up early with hundreds of flamingos all around us, which is just crazy.
Yeah. I did not expect, number one, for this lagoon, which is called the Flamingo Lagoon, to be so close to like houses and people walking in cars. I thought they'd be more skittish and we'd need to like drive further. And number two, I didn't expect to be so many of them.
Yeah. And what's neat is what Allie and I have noticed here in Namibia is a lot of really nice homes. As you can see kind of here, literally right along the road. So there's the main road, beautiful houses, and you can wake up
and then look at the
almost in their front yard and see all these flamingos. It's crazy.
Yes.
So we're gonna chill here with our flamingo friends for a bit, but we've got a lot more wildlife and wild stops to come. So let's go. right, Allie's dripped out in the latest Walvis Bay fashion. We are ready to go on a tour to see these guys, the seals, but in the water, and maybe also some whales. So we just drove about like 40 minutes from Walvis out to this point through a ton of sand, just forever. Man,
It's freezing.
Yeah, it is cold. Hopefully it's worth it. All right. Look, they're looking at us.
Oh my god, look at this. I have 2 seals in front of me, two passengers. Look at this. Okay. Yeah, they just jumped on, and I don't know if they're playing or arguing, but something's going on. Got a few more passengers. So far, it's already been so worth it. Like, honestly, we're pretty much where we started. And you don't have to move much. The waves are gonna move you, and the seals are gonna be all around you. It's amazing. Sammy, what's your rate so far?
It's awesome. They're amazing. They're like sea dogs. Like, you can touch them, scratch. They like go alongside you. It's really cool. All right, quick pit stop here at our hotel just to show you. Hey, Allie. The kind of options you can expect here in Namibia. So obviously you can see this one's very spacious. Allie and I have been very impressed by the overall quality and the options available in Namibia.
And the price.
So this one's obviously probably the nicest one, or maybe the most modern and spacious. The other ones are kind of cool and rustic. And we're here about 10 minutes outside of Swakopmund. This was $135 per night, USD. Beautiful view of the ocean and balcony. Yeah, got our bedroom over there. But yeah, we know there's a lot of camping content for Namibia, which is great. But for those of you who are like us, not as much kind of outdoorsy, but more into the, I don't know, like more comfort, there's options here for you.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
that's kind of the gist here. Swakopmund. What an interesting city.
Yeah.
Really cool, for sure. Like a good city, really cool. It's similar in some ways to Lüderitz, which is where we were, you know, kind of earlier in our road trip.
Yeah.
But much bigger, a lot more people.
Yeah, more developed. You can see more shops, more restaurants than we did at Lüderitz.
And what's really weird is it feels like being in a fever dream here in the area, because you just have like hundreds of miles of desert, and then you have like this like strong wavy coastline, and then the German buildings. It's like, it's like, where am I? It feels like we're in a dream or something.
And to add to that, the whole day has been super hazy.
Yeah.
Like you can barely see too far off. It's so weird. Like it feels like this really cloudiness like right in front of you. So it adds to this like gloomy sort of feel.
Yeah, so now we've traveled about 40 minutes north of Swakopmund to the Skeleton Coast, where hundreds of people have literally died because the waves here, I actually don't even know why the Germans settled here. It makes no sense to me. Maybe because there's nowhere else left in Africa because Europeans took the rest. So they're like, this is what was left. Because it's so wavy that so many ships have shipwrecked, including animal carcasses,
Yeah.
show up on shore.
Yes.
So because of that, then it's named the Skeleton Coast.
And we're here at the Zila shipwreck. There's a couple, especially more known in Namibia,
Yeah.
but here, this one is the easiest to visit and super close to the shore, so we really wanted to check it out.
Yeah, so we just kind of figured, and it's crazy. Same thing in Namibia. All of these iconic points of Namibia, there are so few people.
Yeah,
This is like
there's
not
nobody
known.
here.
Namibia has not been discovered on a worldwide scale yet, and it's definitely going to change.
Definitely.
More
We
than
can
any other
feel it.
country we've been, we're like, I know Namibia is going to blow up in terms of tourism
Yeah.
and growth as well. I think, it has a great future ahead. Anyway, we're just going to enjoy the time here on the beach, watch the sunset and the birds on the shipwreck. So come join us.
So we thought we had a 4x4 car, at least that's what we reserved, even though we didn't try to use it before. But then we just tried to drive on the beach and now we're stuck, completely stuck. And we found some rocks and some flat things. We ran to get them. We're gonna try to put them behind.
Yeah.
Like
So hopefully it's what
behind the-
catches
Yeah.
up.
But that one might be too pointy. Like
Yeah,
pointy up to
yeah.
it. Yeah, it needs
I
to
know,
be
I'm
flat.
kind of,
Yeah. So we're like trying.
yeah, man.
We're like completely buried. Look at this. Oh yeah. Okay. Hopefully we can make it out of here before it gets dark because the sun just set.
Like we're not joking, like we're stuck.
And nobody's around.
Yeah, and there's literally nobody, like no one even on the road. Oh my gosh, man, it's like being in an apocalypse.
So the rocks did not work. It's pretty dark. Sumner went to try to find help on the road and it looks like he found somebody because there's a truck, I think, pulling closer to us. So hopefully it can help us push the car. What's her name? Celestinus, thank you so much.
Yes, thank
Hopefully you're gonna get us out of here.
Yeah, maybe we can try to the back, ne?
Yeah, the reverse. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
All right, guys, update. So yeah, I went on the road, called for a guy to help, and his name was Sebastian. It was amazing. And so I'm on the road with my phone, just waving my hand in the middle of the road, carefully, like knowing to get out of the way or whatever. But so Sebastian's driving this tractor trailer, sees me, and comes to a stop as soon as he can, kind of puts in reverse. I go up to him, like, hey, here's the situation. He comes like immediately, like, we didn't say anything like, oh, hey, we'll pay you anything. Obviously, we're just like, can you help us? He's like, what's the problem? Our car's stuck in the sand. Okay, I'll come. And he just came to, so he pulled in, shined his lights there. He got immediately like on his hands and knees, like started digging. Yeah, and we were digging with him to try to like put stones underneath the tires.
And it's dark. At least his truck like
now
gave enough light for that side of the car.
Well, now he's gone. He just left. Basically what happened is we tried jacking up the car with our jack, but as I was jacking it up, it obviously just because the sand, it tilted, so it would have snapped if I kept going. So I couldn't jack it up because we wanted jack to put the stones under the tires and then put back down to get up. So we couldn't do that. We already tried digging, putting stones under, and it wasn't going anywhere. And finally, we were able to get service. Allie called a tow truck.
Yeah.
So we should be having a tow truck coming. So we said, hey, Sebastian, thanks so much. Like we gave him everything we had, which is like, or almost not everything we had.
Yeah.
But we gave him a good amount.
Yeah.
I think, because we're really appreciative and
yeah, he was really nice.
what a great guy. So thankful for him, even though we didn't get out. That was so kind of him to even stop. Is amazing.
And he drove like a huge truck, so he couldn't even like help pull the car or anything, but he still helped.
Yeah, he helped as much as he could, and he was definitely helpful. I think we got it as close as we could manually. So that's why, but really thankful too we got service, because I tried earlier. As I was running to the road, I was trying and couldn't get service. So it was like,
yeah, so thankfully they're on their way.
Hopefully.
Yeah, and now stay tuned.
Yeah, but a plus side is It is pitch black right now.
Yes.
And the stars are beautiful. You can almost see like
Yeah.
nebulas in the sky and stuff. It's gorgeous, which we can't catch on camera, but.
So there's always a silver lining.
All right, so Carl has just arrived and he is on the move, man. I don't know what he's doing.
That's what we try to do.
What is he doing?
Okay. Okay, now this one.
Yeah, you can just get in. You can put it in reverse for me.
Yep.
Yes.
And then I'm just gonna pull you slowly. I think the rope is long enough so I touch the hard surface. And then just steer it a little bit to the left so it just goes with me onto
Yes.
Yeah,
the hard.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, there they go. Please, please, please. Yes! It moved! Yes, yes, yes. Oh my gosh, why does it look so simple? Yeah, so we clearly didn't have four-wheel drive. A 4x4. But we're saved. Thank you, Carl.
Day number 8, we just left Swakopmund and we're making somewhat of a quick pit stop here in Spitzkoppe, which I think is this kind of small village, as well as you can see, this set of rock formations all around us. It's
Yeah.
really beautiful, and you can actually camp here.
Yes, there's several campsites here, and there is an entrance fee of 120 Namibian dollars.
Like $7 or something? Yeah, $7 US
And I
dollars.
think that's per day. I'm not sure because we're only spending a few hours.
Yeah.
But you enter, you go to reception, you have to fill out the permit, and then you can drive around the entire area.
Yeah, but it's super cool kind of coming in. It's like this sort of like valley
Yeah.
that you see. Really, really beautiful and peaceful. And the reason we're stopping is because there's a couple really cool kind of rock features here that are really unique in Namibia that we're just gonna be kind of checking out and also letting you know if it is worth the stop. So let's explore. So this is so cool, one of my favorite things. So we're here at, it's called Little Bushman's. Okay, and we have an awesome guide here who's been telling us so much history. It's been really wonderful, and we're kind of finishing up here. And one of the kind of cool things, like one of the very small things that we learned was
the rhino.
Yeah, we have the rhino over here, some men kind of hunting.
Hunting man, the older man teaching the young boy. Yeah. A rhino is a water animal, facing to the water direction. And then we have messengers here, like scouts. We have migrating people working one behind the next one. We have an octopus, and we have got trance paintings coming from a spiritual world, a state of hallucination. We have got a zebra here, and then we've got some dancing guys here, dancing crescent people. There's a giraffe but fading away. The white color can easily fade away. The red is the longer lasting. And the king of the jungle, Mufasa.
Mufasa, yeah.
Mufasa.
Yeah, and all of these paintings are between 2,000 to 6,000 years old.
And the calculations were done on the tools found in the area.
Yeah, which is just, like amazing. So much beauty and history here all throughout Namibia, and this is just a really special place. So yeah, at the beginning we mentioned if we would say whether it's worth it or not, definitely worth stopping by, or maybe even staying and camping overnight. So yeah, thank you so much, Kotar.
And then plus a lodges you can do. There's also hikings to the summits with a tour guide. So come and visit that beautiful place.
We didn't really time our road trip today very well. We left a little bit late, and we definitely spent more time at Spitzkoppe than we expected. So now we have to drive about 2 hours in complete darkness. And right now we just entered a road that is not paved, and we've already seen multiple animals around. So we have to be super careful not to hit any of it. So yeah, so make sure whenever you're planning your Namibian trip that you always try to leave super early, especially when you have those bigger stretches of road in front of you. And especially now that we're getting closer to a lot of the area that has some of the game and safari, then there are a lot more animals as well. So I'm sure we're gonna arrive safely, but yeah, just lesson learned.
We've just arrived here at Etosha Safari Lodge, which is kind of basically our hotel for the day, where we're 15 minutes away from Etosha National Park, which is one of the top sites that not just we want to see, but also one of the top sites in Namibia as a whole that we've been most excited for. We've already spotted some different wildlife along our trip, but we still have our checklist of some awesome animals like lions and rhinos and others that we still really want to see, that we're super excited for.
Yeah.
So the plan is we're just gonna kind of enjoy our day and take a little bit of a rest from our back-to-back travel, and then wake up early tomorrow to get on a safari. So let's go. It is 6:50 a.m., right around sunrise. And the reason that Allie and I are up this early is because that's when the gates for Etosha National Park officially open. So number one, we want to be one of the first people, and we're actually number three. So did a pretty good job, I think, being the third ones in the park today. Well, hopefully, once the gates open. And a big reason that we're getting up and being the first ones is the best time to see animals, based on our research, is right in the morning when it's a bit cooler, because it does get hot. Like right now I'm wearing a jacket, it's gonna get hot. I'm not gonna be wearing this jacket for much longer.
It's gonna get hot. Like
96 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius, but
yeah, so just to make sure, the gate will open at different times of the day throughout the year. It's always around sunrise.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're gonna go through the gate and pay our fee, which we'll put right over here, and get on to see some beautiful animals. Here we go. Seriously, where are the animals? There's nothing, just birds.
All right, so like 20 minutes of driving, we're here at our first watering hole. And there's literally, you can kind of see, nothing but like 3 birds. And there's this whole group of like kids, there's like other tourists here.
There's like a viewing, like the bleachers.
Yeah.
And there's nothing to see.
Yeah, there is literally nothing but like 3 birds, and the birds even left. So there is no wildlife, whatever.
But it's maybe just like a game of waiting, and then we have to be patient and they'll come.
Nah, we're gonna go to the next.
We're gonna go to the next because this is on the way back as well, so we can stop there on the way back.
Yeah, because this watering hole is right by like a bunch of like camping or huts or whatever. Yeah. So I don't know, I would assume like the animals wouldn't really want to be here, so now we're just gonna move to the next one and hopefully have some better luck. This is not a good start.
Some giraffes, look at that. They're so beautiful.
All right, guys, second watering hole and still seeing nothing.
There's no water.
I don't even see hardly any water, yeah. Like barely anything, but it does seem pretty dry, so yeah, man, I don't know. Oh my gosh, a rhino. my gosh.
Go get it.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
It's huge.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Wow, I didn't think I'd freak out this much about a rhino. Oh my goodness. Looks like you just got out of the mud. Yes. Wow.
Okay, we're coming back to waterhole number 2. That was pretty empty, and there's already like a bunch of zebras right next to the road, like crossing the road on their way to the waterhole. So we're super hopeful that we're gonna see a lot more animals there. But look at them.
See many animals, just kind of some ostriches, oryx, and zebra at the last waterhole. So we came back to this one, which was our second one, to see some more. And there's a lot of animals, but it's just 2 types. It's springbok and zebras. So super beautiful. Got super close to these zebras, which is cool. But like that's it. So far it's been cool, but it's not been mind-blowing or spectacular. So we're really hoping that we're gonna stop at one last waterhole and see if that's gonna be our saving grace for this, because overall, like I said, it's nice, but like I don't know.
Oh my gosh, so many springboks.
Final watering hole, the one that we started at, and there is more wildlife, but it's really more of the same.
Yeah.
So you can see kind of in the back, oryx, springbok, and zebra, which are really beautiful, but I'm just kind of
disappointed.
In all the, I mean, we've spent almost like 6 hours here, 3 different watering holes, driving all throughout, and in total we've seen a rhino, springbok, zebras, springbok, giraffes, springbok, and oryx, and more springbok.
Yeah, so you get it.
They should rename the park Springbok National Park. But in all seriousness, it's been really nice. It's a very peaceful, tranquil place. It's beautiful to see these animals, but I think we were both talking and expecting way more just animals there.
Packs of animals, like a little bit closer.
Like ostrich, with zebra, with elephants, with rhino, all right there.
I didn't expect to easily see a leopard, for example, even though there are some here, but I expected to see a lot more wildlife.
So this is a bit of a letdown today. I think it does depend on the day, probably. It is a bit more windy today, so maybe that causes it, but a lot of people are here for like 1 or 2 days, so,
Yeah, well, speaking of that, I will say, don't skimp on the lodge if you can, unless you're really into camping, really into that experience.
Yeah, definitely, because that's totally part of the experience.
Yes, the lodges are definitely part of the experience, the scenery, everything. So we're really glad that we stayed over there. You can also stay, there are lodges within Etosha.
Definitely our top here in Namibia has been Lüderitz. For me, it was my personal favorite.
For me, it was Sossusvlei,
which both were amazing.
Yeah.
And also where we just came from in Swakopmund, kayaking or canoeing with seals, them jumping on the boats.
So Namibia is 100% worth it.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
And Etosha could be worth it on a good day, but I know a lot of people come here specifically for this. I think there are way better parts in Namibia, honestly. There's other safaris in Africa.
Yes.
But you don't have Lüderitz, this German, diamond village in Kolmanskop. You don't have, Sossusvlei or Deadvlei anywhere else on earth. So for me, that's why I would come to Namibia. So just our 2 cents, just our experience. Let us know your experience in the comment section below. Day number 10, and unfortunately our last day here in Namibia. And I have to say, wow,
This country is amazing.
Seriously, we're not just saying that for the camera, for the content. We've been over 30 countries, and this is one of the top 5 countries we've ever been to.
Yes.
Some people will say, oh, Namibia is one of the best countries in Africa. No, it's one of the best countries in the world.
Yes.
You've seen the natural beauty. People are super nice. The infrastructure is great, clean,
Yes.
organized.
Yeah. I have to say, like,
Yeah.
planning for this trip, I was a little bit apprehensive.
Yeah.
Like, not really know, is it going to be difficult to get from one place to the other? Are the roads going to be awful?
Yeah, it's gonna be super dangerous.
Are we going to find enough food and all that? And that's one of the reasons why we went with hotels as well, instead of, like, camping.
Yeah.
So we wouldn't have to, like, scramble for food or actually try to make food. But also, we're not camping people. But anyways, I definitely want to tell you, if you're planning to come to Namibia, it is much better than you might expect. Like the road trip through the country, it's easier. The roads, as long as you have a 4x4,
Yeah.
you're gonna be okay. You might get an Africa massage, as they say it, because at
Yeah.
some points it like shakes a lot. But amazing. And we actually started by thinking that we were going to hire a company to kind of like organize a trip for us. And then once we got the quote, and we saw kind of like the way and all of the stops, we're like, we can do this ourselves.
Yeah, totally.
And that's what we did. It was so easy, and we actually spent half of the amount that they were going to charge us. So if you are interested in the exact itinerary that we did, we're gonna leave the link in the description below
Yeah.
for you to access. You can get all the information, and we're also going to be creating a video with everything that you need to know, all of the technical tips and tricks of traveling through Namibia.
Yeah, all the kind of things that we learned, or some of the lies that we realized weren't truth, and all of
Yes.
that, like everything you need to know to have the
Yes.
best experience possible in Namibia. We'll also be making that video. Once it comes available, we'll be linking it, so be sure to subscribe to make sure that you don't miss out on that. But yeah, man, I hope you enjoyed this adventure as much
Yes.
as we did. We loved having you along this amazing journey, and we'll have many more coming soon. So as always, thanks so much for watching and your support. God bless you and your travels, and look forward to seeing you in the next adventure.
Bye.